Getting back to the good life. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, what does it mean to get back to the good life? Because of faulty beliefs, we're living a life that tends not to be so good much of the time. We're in this physical world, and a lot of things that we experience tend to be the train wreck version. And so we don't want that. We don't want to live that faulty belief life. We want to live our natural creative process, high vibration life, where everything is set up to be good for us all of the time. And we are supplying that high vibration thought energy. So we're participating in this joyous expansion that's happening in the creative process. So let's look at this. So when we came in, we knew all of that, right? And our inner being always knows that. And then as a young child, let's just look at the way we were as a young child, because we knew this, and we weren't trying to feel good to get anything to happen. We were just feeling good because feeling good is what you feel when you know how life works. It's just an unconditional feel good. And as a child, we would just imagine and dream freely and felt very comfortable with that and had the expectation of that was meaningful. We would laugh a lot about a lot of different things, very lighthearted. We didn't worry about what people thought about us as children. We really didn't care. We danced. If we wanted to dance, we danced. And if we wanted to express ourselves, we would express ourselves. We did not have inhibitions. Again, didn't care what other people thought. We're just expressing and felt comfortable to express ourselves. No judging, no blaming. We didn't expect others to be different. We had no expectations of others. We just let everything flow. Everybody be the way they want to be. When you wanted something, you spoke up. You just let the people know around you what you wanted. Didn't get bothered by anything for any length of time. You just sort of let it go, and then you got back into having the fun that you wanted. And you wanted what you wanted, and you expected it, right? So, and it's different for different children. I mean, at some point, we're getting faulty beliefs and we're starting to come away from this. But in those very young years, there's a point where, that is the natural way that children are. And it's natural to the way life is and who we really are. And if you carry that a little bit further, then you think, okay, well, children don't need substances to feel good. They don't take anything to feel good. They're just happy beings because they know how it works. They don't care about what the government was doing. They don't care about how they look. They don't care about the economy. They don't get upset if the milk gets spilled. Just not bothered by too much of anything until they start to get forced basically into doing things or being in a certain way that they don't want to be, because the people around them are basically telling them how they got to be and how to live and how to think about things, and all those faulty beliefs start to come in. And so as we get older, we start to submit to those faulty beliefs, and then we're just kind of beat down. Our natural spirit is beat down. We're starting to forget what we came for. We start then adopting these faulty beliefs. We're conforming to certain behaviors and whatnot. We're being responsible in this physical world to make things happen and to do things the right way. So we end up under this black cloud of faulty beliefs by the time we're an adult, and we've got largely disconnected from who we are and who we knew we were coming in, even though our inner being always knows that. As in our human form, in our conscious, subconscious mind, we have been moved from our natural way into these faulty beliefs. And so we want to get back to the good life that we came for, and we do that by getting back to our natural self. And isn't it interesting, as you listen to a lot of my videos, you read my books, I talk about these very things to get back into imagining and dreaming. And I work with a lot of my clients, and it's interesting how much that as an adult we forget how to freely dream and imagine, first person present tense, feeling the knowing, feeling the emotion of it. again, that's something we got sort of trained away from, and now we got to turn that back on. That's a very powerful attribute of who we are. So if we want to get back to our good life, we got to turn back on our imagination and our dreaming. We got to be lighthearted. We got to find the joy in things, the positive aspects of things. We got to stop worrying about what people think about us. I mean, really, we want to make that none of our business, because, quite frankly, the way they think is their vibration, and hopefully they will think in a way that's serving them and not thinking about us in some way that's not pleasant. But if they do, that's really not bothering us at all, but it's a hit on their vibration. So, we just don't want to be taking too much of that into account. We want to express ourselves the way that we want to express ourselves. And if we want to dance, we're going to dance. We want to have no inhibitions about things. We just want to be our natural self and express ourselves. And we want to get away from judging and blaming. We want to get away from expecting people to be different than they are. We just want to respect everybody's differences and respect everybody for who they want to be and how they want to live. And when we want something, we want to speak up in a nice way, a polite way, a kind way, and communicate with people like that. We don't want to stay bothered about anything for very long at all. And, of course, that's that deconstruction, reconstruction process that lets us pull us out of that. And, in fact, that whole deconstruction and reconstruction process is the process that allows you to come back out of those faulty beliefs and back into your natural self, as you were when you came in. And so that's very effective. And of course, what makes that process most effective is if you have the knowledge of life. If you're solid with the creative process, then you can do that deconstruction, reconstruction very fluently. You can learn to be very, very good at that and make that very easy. And we want to get back to wanting what we want and expecting to have it. So you see, all the things that the ways we were when we were very, very young children, and then we got taken away from it with faulty beliefs, and now we want to get back to it so that we can have our natural life, living it in the creative process way of life. And I talk about that in many videos. It's a lovely cycle of joyous, expanding life. So isn't it interesting how it is that we can get back into our natural self and using our mind in its natural high vibration way by learning this knowledge of life, learning the creative process, and then using it to deconstruct. And we know it's time to deconstruct because anytime we feel a negative emotion, here we are in our physical world now with these faulty beliefs and some train wreck version stuff going on. And there's good stuff too, of course. But we want to get rid of all this train wreck stuff. And see, our inner being is with us all the time. As soon as we think a thought that's not in alignment, not accurate with who we are and how life is and how we have the things that we want, our inner being will send us a negative emotion. So we know it's time to do the deconstruction and the reconstruction. And so, again, the negative emotion means we're being sort of vibrationally aware, right? Our emotions, that's the vibration of the thought. So as we tune up our vibrational awareness, meaning aware of our emotions, and we're vibrationally responsible to take thought action to change those thoughts, then we can come back into thinking and living in the ways that we did when we were, say, roughly 5 years old, because we lived and knew how the creative process worked. But we can do that as an adult because we know how this works. We don't need substances to make ourselves feel good. This is our unconditional feel good right here. We don't need any substances to have relief and to feel good. We don't need them at all. They're not part of anything that we really need to be doing. We don't have to care about what the government's doing because we know when we have a desire, we have contrast, our inner being sets it up. Our inner being doesn't care what the government's doing. It's going to give us what we want. And if our vibration, thought, energy is high, law of attraction is going to give us the path and we're going to have it, right? So we don't have to care about how we look to other people. We care about how we look to ourselves. If we like the way we look, that's lovely, and we're born perfect and successful in every way. We're full of gifts and talents and many qualities that are wonderful just how we are. So we want to be very comfortable and appreciative of ourselves just in our natural way, who we are. Again, we don't have to care about the economy. It can do what it wants because the creative process is going to deliver to us what we want. And we don't want to get upset about anything as it happens. We just want to understand how it's serving us. And when it does, then we just deconstruct and reconstruct and we get back in alignment. So it's very interesting when you think about this. Getting back to the good life is really getting back to the way we came into the planet. We knew it both from a inner being perspective, and we knew it as a little child. We knew it and we lived it. And then we got moved into those faulty beliefs, and so now we want to come back out of those and come back into our true self, and that will be how we live our good life, because our vibration will be high and everything will be flowing for us. So that's the video. And let me mention one thing. And I talk about my father sometimes in these videos, and he was a good example of this because I mentioned he had no education. He grew up in poverty, couldn't read or write, did a little bit of addition and subtraction. He could do that, but he didn't go to school. So I used to think, well, how did he do what he did without any education? And I realized, that's the reason he could do what he did, because he didn't get any education. Now, I'm not saying education, there's not good education. There's lots of good things about education, but there's a lot of things we got to change about the education. There's things that we could take out of it, and it would be a very good thing. And there's things we can put into it that would be a very good thing. And certainly teaching children in ways about the creative process would be a very, very beneficial thing to help our children grow up knowing how life really works and who they are and how they can live their life as the creator of their reality. It's just, it's incredible that, that's not happening, and our children are growing up and they're going into their life and they have not really much information at all about this. And it's the stuff that lets us live our natural life. And so, we want to get back into that. But my father, he didn't have any of that influence. And so he kept his natural feeling of self-worth. He really didn't lose that. And he kept his ability to dream and imagine. And so those two things are very important and powerful to us. And so when he wanted something, he had no reason to believe he couldn't have it. And so he expected it to come, and it came. And he really had a lot of the stuff that he wanted to have, and he did really good for himself. And so that's, some really good evidence that he didn't get a lot of that faulty programming. And even though he didn't have the education, with his natural attributes, he was able to receive the good life he wanted in many, many ways. So we can do that too. We can all get back there. We can undo those faulty beliefs, so to speak, by reintroducing the natural knowing of life and who we are and how it works. And the deconstruction, reconstruction process is exactly for that purpose, so that when those thoughts come up, we just notice and recognize them as nonsense, ridiculous. We bring in what the natural thoughts are. We do that reprogramming with ourselves day after day, and then we get back into alignment with our natural self and the way life is. And that's us getting back to our good life. Okay, so that's the message for today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.